quarter thumb.
Quarter thumb.
Welcome, everyone. What a wild ride, man. We've had some really, really good guests. And I just thought it would be awesome to just, do this. Like, we planned on doing this a while. Shit happened and stuff happens and things,
All the
but
time. Yeah.
it's just like, I don't know, sometimes you just need to chill with the boys.
Mm-hmm. Just a boys' night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
man.
this is for the boys. I don't have anything coming up. Still says waiting.
Maybe there's a delay.
Maybe. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay. We are live, in fact.
We are live.
So you did the right thing.
I did the yeah.
You did
the right thing. We're just like a minute and a half, maybe a minute behind.
Something like that.
Something
It shouldn't be a minute. It's like should be maybe like
about a
30
minute now
seconds.
since I started.
But yeah, I don't know. I still got we were trying to figure out stupid latency stuff with the audio and shit, but it is what it is. I'll just hide my mouth behind this.
Tis what tis.
That is true.
Yeah. Tis
Yeah.
what tis.
There's a guy that went viral on TikTok that what you just said reminded me. He went viral. He's real kind of dirty looking.
Mhm.
He just looks kind of filthy. He lives and works out on a farm, he he went viral for a video where he's talking about titties.
There you go.
What's up, Bruce? Number one.
Shout out, Bruce.
Yeah, you're like number one in the chat, so you're King Breedlove out here.
King Breedlove.
Yeah. And guys, if you haven't watched that episode with Bruce Breedlove, you need to go and watch it like right now. And then you need to call him. Actually, you should probably call him first and then go watch the video because you need his help. I need his help. We all need his help. We need more people like him.
America needs to call him as a whole. Well, the government, too.
I don't think he wants to go that way. I think he's happy with it. Like, just let me do my thing in silence and just help other people. He's like truly a Robin Hood. I mean, he's not robbing anyone. He's doing it all legally, folks, but he can help you get your in order.
Hey.
I was trying to think of something funny, like quippy to say.
Yeah.
You can get your assets in your ass set. I don't know. It's not. Sorry, Bruce. I apologize. We're a little late because we were watching bear videos and we were trying to find, and I know that they're out there.
Mm-hmm.
We just didn't know the right keywords to search.
I feel like you have to go on like a forbidden website type
maybe
deal, maybe
like the dark web.
Maybe
something.
Maybe just X. You just go to X.
Maybe. You can't log in under mine though. There's a lot of porn.
I feel like soon though, if we go look up stuff like that, we'll be able to find it, but a lot of it'll be AI.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's hard to decipher the AI these days. I mean, you can decipher it, but it's getting harder and harder.
It's getting better.
It is. Well, yeah.
Just slight movements right now that you can still tell.
like 4 fingers will turn into 2 or something.
Yeah, we're gonna waste so much time wondering if it's real or not, uploading it into another AI scanner to see if they can detect AI in it.
Which they have.
I know.
They have that for teachers. A software that they had to design for teachers so that they could put their students' essays or their papers into this program, and it reads it and filters it and tells them whether they used AI or not.
Crazy.
Yeah. Come on, man. We're getting to the point.
We got AI friendly fire out here. What's going on?
AI friendly fire.
Yeah, because we got one AI ratting on another.
Oh,
AI.
yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that's going to happen, right?
Turn the machines against each other.
That's going to happen, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, in every trope, in every sci-fi trope, there's always a sect of the good robots versus the bad ones. And the good ones are usually the really fucking old, decrepit ones that are all rusted out and beaten up and forgotten. Like iRobot. I don't know if you remember that movie.
Oh, yeah.
And at the end, all the robots, all the old ones, the first gen, they were locked up in containers and stuff in this one place, and all the new hyper fast and slick fucking robots came in, and all the old ones overcame and beat them somehow. I'm they're literally falling apart. But
I think they had
it. So once I get everything, all the footage of it, all the footage I need, and I edit. It's going to take me a long, long time. It's not going to be something that I put out, that I shoot, edit, put out in a week. It's definitely not. So if anyone out there has ever done a documentary, then you know exactly what I'm talking about, and yeah, I'm a dummy for, and that's me. When somebody comes to me and they go, "This is how you do it," and they give me the instructions, I throw them out. I'm like, I don't want to read the instructions. I don't want to follow someone else's path. Like I've stopped watching documentaries like anything from anyone. I want to do it from my dome, and just shoot everything myself. Get all getting the audio and the video and everything, it's very laborious, put it that way.
That's why they have teams for these things.
Yeah.
One guy doing each thing.
You would have been nice to have like a boom arm operator, but I used some little wireless microphones, and I had bought some lapel mics that plug into those, and they're like this big, but they're like little mic packs, and you just put them in your pocket and then run the wire up, and you just put the little lapel mic here. Dude, and I plugged it into my camera and everything. It just sounded so good, so crisp, so clear. It was very, very good. Now, the problem I'm having is stupid things like focus. And I use, when I'm shooting photos, I use autofocus. Of course, you can tap the screen and tell it where
you're doing video, right?
Right. So with video and you're recording it, you're locked off on a tripod, and your subject keeps moving around like this, and there's subjects with faces behind them. So I've got to figure out how to get it locked in just on them, because even when I turn it off of auto and I put it on manual focus, it still moves around wherever the movement is. So it still follows. So it kept back focusing. Like the trees behind him would be.
So you need somebody back there just making micro adjustments?
I need a focus wheel, and someone was able to just focus on exactly what we're trying to focus on.
Okay.
And then, and a boom arm would have been great, a boom over them so I wouldn't see the microphone, because I really hate that.
Yeah.
But we're on a budget. The budget is $0, so we're doing it the best way we can. Someone, Jay had someone a while back. They actually did a little mini doc, and they posted it on Instagram or YouTube. I can't recall, but and it was pretty good. They did a good job, but I want to do better.
Yeah.
So plus there's a reason. It's not just for me. It's because there's a story there that needs to be told. And it's funny because I went to my mother's house yesterday, and I was telling her about this. And she was clutching her because I told her where I was going. Yeah. I was off of Sutel and Moncrief.
Fishing experience I think I've ever had.
Yeah.
The funnest.
Good.
By far.
Yeah. It looked cool, man.
It was a 30-minute fight in total.
How are your
Dude,
you look cool, man.
It was a 30-minute fight in total.
How are your you look pretty solid out there. I mean, you look like you were pretty strong in the.
Yeah, I was sore the next.
Pretty solid out there. I mean, you look like you were pretty strong in the.
Yeah, I was sore the next day.
I bet you were.
Oh, dude.
That's for sure a upper body workout. Bet you were.
Oh, dude.
That's for sure a upper body workout.
Oh man.
Yeah, well, and lower body, but it almost seemed like you were a little bit more stable in the water, which is weird, because you would think you're not.
Yeah, my feet kept sinking in the sand.
Yeah,
so
I noticed you started kind of backing out, and then
I had to go around the point, but because he was gonna drag me around a sign and bust my line, but luckily I had 80-pound braided and it held up.
Yeah,
80-pound braided line.
How heavy do you think that thing was?
I think it was about 130 to 100 out. So,
are we frozen?
I don't know. It may have froze for a second. Maybe I got too many windows open.
I don't know.
Maybe it's because of this. All right, it's because of this. All right, so we got that up. Let's close that and close that. So we got that up. Let's close that and close that.
I'm off of Wi-Fi. Is anybody screaming in the comments section?
I'm not on Wi-Fi, but no, nobody's screaming.
Oh, it's going. I was just... Hey, Connor, what's up, brother? Oh, he popped in when we were talking about robots.
Yep.
Oh, shite. I forgot to turn the... I'm watching it, but I had on. Anyways.
Yeah, Connor stomped in. Bruce stomped in. That Bruce, man, he's a cool guy.
It's still buffering on mine.
What the hell?
What the hitty?
I don't
There
know
we
what's
go.
going on.
I don't either. It's whatever. I'm just going to call
I think
it.
the recorded version will probably be fine, though.
Oh, I'm sure. Guys, if you're watching, tell us if we're freezing up or anything weird artifacts. We're dropping frames. You can tell us in the chat. And if you're just listening to this audio version, guys, please remember to go and I don't know, is your YouTube like you have 522
No, that's the bear tax.
it's like
You thought I had that many subscribers?
522,000 subscribers.
No, it's just Misfit Mac. All one word.
Is that, do you have it private or public?
I think it's public.
Okay.
Yeah, it's public.
Yeah, go to his page and you can watch his shark venture.
Yeah. Misfit Mac, MAC.
Is it Misfit Mac or Mr. Misfit Mac?
Misfit Mac or Mr. Misfit Mac. I think Mr. Misfit Mac is like
I think that's what it said. That's your handle.
Yeah, the handle. But
Yeah.
Go watch. Go
Yeah.
watch. Put my fishing videos up right on there.
Do it. Fuck it. Do it. I'm not gonna sit there like that. I had YouTube going. I think it's just pissing me off.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
Anyways, so little something for the vegans. My mom's fella, I was over at her house yesterday, and he always gives me little factoids, okay? And he's one of them guys, you know, he likes to give you a little, hey, did you know?
Did you know, Bobby?
Yeah. Hey, Bobby, did you know that propane and propane accessories are what puts food on the table, you little shit?
Hot damn. What the hell is Dale doing again?
Oh, no, I lost it there. But yeah, he was like, did you know how gummy bears are made? And I don't know why it came up. I don't know how it came up. And I was like, no, I honestly have no idea how gummy bears are made.
Their artificial dyes out of their chips.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
Now we need to get everybody else on board.
I really, you know, I had a conversation, I don't want to get political, bro, but like I had a conversation with a guy a while back who is generally very conservative, very kind of right-leaning. And I, you know, like when RFK came on, he switched parties and he came over, and you know, I was like, that's kind of cool, man. I like him. I like that guy.
Yeah.
And you know, I was like, I look kind of, you know, they're cleaning, not going to let you eat bullshit no more.
Yeah.
And just like all the other countries where the shit that we eat is illegal, they're making it. I don't know if they're making it illegal, but it's definitely they're
restricting it. I know
restricting
that.
it, and they're making companies like take the bullshit out.
Yeah.
All the dyes and all the preservatives and all the crap that the carcinogenic stuff that they're putting in this food, and we just consume on a daily basis. The things that are make it addictive, you know, to eat this stuff, and that's why America's over fucking weight. You know, we are as a country, we are just not healthy.
A lot of these things are petroleum byproducts. I mean, they come straight from the byproduct of making plastic.
And corn.
You know, or corn.
That's that's like our only claim to fame is corn.
Yeah. I feel like America's holding on by a thread, man.
Well, I don't know about that. I think we're okay, but I mean, I think if you watch the news, we're hanging on by a thread.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to be okay. I still get up every morning and drive to work.
No, I know that, but I'm just,
when that changes and like they make us march in lines and shit, then we're not.
I don't think they're gonna make us march in lines.
We're not gonna make
they're
it.
They're gonna inundate us with so much bullshit through AI that we're not gonna be able to tell what's real and what's not, what's a facade. That we just go ahead and don't trust anything that is said.
Well,
but we go along with it.
There's going to be
anyways.
those out there that trust it,
Yeah.
that believe it.
Or that there's so much information out there that you trust one side. You know, it's just, I don't know. All these stories seem to it's like, you look at it from this perspective, it's moral grandstanding. You look at it from this perspective, it kind of makes sense. But then again, it's like, well, you're like a clown for your base. You know what I mean? It's just either the way you look at both parties, there's both flawed equally, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
And it's
Well, what this guy was saying to me when I was like, "That's kind of cool, whatever," and he goes, "Yeah, do you want somebody telling you what you can and can't put in your body?"
oh my goodness.
And I was like shocked. I was like, "That's not something I thought I would ever hear you say."
Yeah.
But good point, because I said they've been doing it for years.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I know, weed's still illegal. Most drugs that are awesome
Yeah.
are illegal. The
Yeah.
ones that aren't awesome are legal.
Yeah.
The
And
ones
highly
that-
addictive.
Yeah, they're highly
like the
addictive,
food.
and they kill people
Yep. Just like the food.
just from taking them. I don't know. I can't. You might be able to find a story on somewhere on the World Wide Web that someone died while being under the influence of marijuana. But it's most likely like they thought they could fly and
That's what it
jumped off a
was.
building.
Yeah. Jumped out of like a 3-story window
Yeah.
or something like that. and
The LD40 is. I don't even know if weed has an LD40.
I think you have to consume 50 pounds of it.
I think it's more than that.
Something.
Yeah, you'd have to smoke like a house full of weed to die, and even then, I don't know if you would. You probably just you'd never get right. You know, your brain would be fried. You wouldn't die, I don't think. Would you?
I don't think so.
Are you looking it up?
Let's see.
Are we googling? Are we googling?
Oh my goodness, why does it always do that?
Because Google tells you what you want to see. It's very curated. Is it LD50 or LD40?
LD50.
Oh, I always heard 40. For animals, it's around 1270 milligrams. Of course, in mice, it's 666 milligrams because they're the devil. Wait, go back up. For humans, there is no official LD50, but estimates suggest potentially lethal oral dose of 30 kilograms, which is a very high amount that is very difficult to achieve in a realistic scenario. Like, who's going to eat that much?
30 milligrams?
Yeah. I don't even know how much that is. How much is I would have to do the conversion on that. I'm not sure what that is.
Well, I'm pretty sure they sell 100 milligrams at a time from the dispensary.
Oh, I don't know.
Like gummies and stuff like that
Mm.
for THC.
Anyway.
I think the LD is going to be like, you would have to eat so much where it's busting out of your fucking stomach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's more than a human could eat.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, but to that point, there's a lot of things that are regulated. Young people can go off to war and get killed for this country, but they can't smoke cigarettes or drink alcohol.
Yeah.
The fuck?
And those young people are heavily regulated. They can't even have a fucking haircut that's
right.
too long. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right,
Like
right.
they have to live a lifestyle that is so heavily inundated with rules,
Mhm.
and you have to be strict, and you have to maintain this standard, but you have to also do it for the will of the people, for the greater good, the country.
Which I kind
know,
of get.
and-
I can get that stuff, but like when you get out of boot camp, it's like I know most people are like they just do whatever they want.
Well, but not only that, but it's like nowadays it's even worse because you have a whole bunch of kids that if they were asked to go fight a war, they would turn their nose up, in my opinion, and they would just kind of walk away.
They might go overseas
They'd
and
rather
fight
go-
for another country's war.
They'd rather go to prison than go do that. In my
No,
opinion.
you really don't.
I know, but I
Trust
really,
me, you'll be a fish.
I know a lot of people that are in that are very disgusted with whoever the fuck is in the top, and they're just disgusted with the U.S. government as a whole and how they've kind of ragdolled every other country, into this chokehold by. It depends on how they look at it.
Explain
I've
what chokehold are we in?
Well, not only for one, by like using making the U.S. dollar as the prominent trading currency in the world.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like that has killed so many other countries overnight.
Mm.
In the past, and so and I know there's very few people that look
Isn't
at
that
it
good
like
for
that.
us, though?
It's good for us, but not for making allies in the end. Or propping up terrorist cells very easily.
Yeah.
Or training them and then forgetting about them for 10 years, and then all of a sudden fly planes into
Stop it.
things,
Stop it. That
Yeah.
was all a conspiracy.
and then flying their family out the same day.
Yeah.
But there's just a lot of people fed up with the conspiracy because it's a lot. It's a lot of conspiracy.
Yeah, and I try not to get into those conspiracies. I'd rather talk about the silly conspiracies, but to my point,
Bigfoot's not real.
you just made me think of something. There was a dude and I keep seeing this video. It keeps popping up on my feed on TikTok.
Okay.
It's this guy in a space, like, the onesie, whatever the fuck they get, flight suit, onesie. He's at some kind of conference, and of course it's out of context. What I saw, it was out of context. It was like a clip in the middle of a thing that he was, in an interview that he was doing, and he was talking about how but what he said was, we're going to finally go to the moon for the first time. Did you see it?
I think I heard something about this.
I sent it to, our friend Chris. No, not Chris. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. I'm stupid as shit. Who did I send it to? Red hair anomaly. I'll find it here in a second, guys. Bear with me. She's a comedian. She's been on our show.
Skadudo?
Yes. Yeah. She's like our resident alien person.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, that's the guy.
Where, this guy?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the conference right there.
Oh, where's the sound?
Good question.
Oh, right here. Play it.
Yeah.
Jeremy, we're going to the moon.
To me, what does this all boil down to? And that is answering some of the
Oh, it's
biggest
BBC.
questions
They probably
of our
edited
time.
that out.
Of
Questions
course.
like, are we alone? We can answer that by going to Mars in the future, and this mission can be the first step in bringing that answer back to Team Humanity.
This is a test mission, and it was highlighted up there. I know this week NASA has said that we're going to open the launch window in early February, and we just do not anchor on dates. We are going to launch when this vehicle is ready, when this team is ready, and we are going to go execute this mission to the best of our abilities. When we get off the planet, we might come right back home. We might spend 3 or 4 days around Earth. We might go to the moon. That's where we want to go, but it is a test mission, and we are ready for every scenario as we ride this amazing space launch system and the Orion spacecraft 250,000 miles away. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Hold on. So what is
This
this?
is the first time we're going to send humans to the moon, and we're going to have humans in low Earth orbit.
What? Breaking news.
So that. Okay.
Breaking news.
Okay.
We've never been on the moon.
Okay. So this is a fucking TikTok chick. I don't know who she is. Shout out whoever you are, but like, this is again. Remember, it's a snippet of a conversation that
You're right.
someone's having.
True.
He could be saying it's the first time we're going to the moon, like those people. I don't know. But she's making it seem like he's admitting, like the conspiracy is blown out of the water and that he's admitting that we've never been to the moon. Now, I don't believe
gotcha.
that.
Yeah.
Do you believe we went to the moon? Truthfully. How do you feel? What are your gut feelings?
I mean, science says we can't.
It says we can't?
Yeah, the science says we can't. It says that there's a belt of radiation around us between us and the moon that if we were to go through, would die.
Interesting.
I could be wrong, but I think it starts with a V. I'll look it up, but
So
if I remember correctly, from all the documentaries that I've listened to and the people that I've listened to on podcasts, like there's a radiation belt that surrounds the Earth.
is that the Van Allen radiation?
Van Allen, that's what it is. And then if we go through it,
I've heard that too.
within 5 minutes, we would die of radiation.
I've heard that too, but I mean, don't you think that those people that like are smarter than us would figure that out? I mean, they shoot radiation into our faces at the dentist's office, and we're okay because we put on a little
Well, I
lead
get
vest.
that, but this is like in a vacuum in space, and I mean, I'm gonna look it up.
Are
see
we
how
about to
much-
have the Fantastic Four?
What do you mean?
They're gonna go through that radiation belt, and they all come back with fucking powers,
Maybe.
or they're
But-
just chicken nuggets
But
when
then,
they come back.
not also that, but there's like we would need, was it 25 or 30 times the amount of fuel that they carried to reach it there and come back? And then how did it just all of a sudden blast off the moon like
It's in the
that
back of the
without-
Tesla that Elon shot out. They got
that's
he shot it out into space, and it's just there. They can dock with that satellite.
No,
there.
because they would have made a commercial about it already.
Probably not deadly. What does that mean? What do you mean not deadly?
Two
Two
donut-shaped
donut-shaped-
zones
you
of
go ahead.
high-energy charged particles, primarily protons and electrons trapped by Earth's magnetic field. The inner belt is closer to Earth and is mainly composed of protons, while the outer belt is farther. The solar wind, while potentially hazardous to satellites and humans on long-duration space missions, the belts can be navigated by spacecraft like those used for the Apollo missions, which spend by shortly time in the most intense regions. So I guess you can. Maybe
Yeah,
you'd
if
have
you
to go
just
out the
shoot
North
through it.
Pole.
If you just blow through it, you'd be all right,
I guess. But
right?
I guess. Outer belt extends from about 9,300 to 15,500. Magnetic fields. Yep. Okay.
Huh.
I don't know. I was
Hazards.
reading.
The high energy particles are damaging to both electronic equipment and spacecraft and human health. Mitigation. Spacecraft that must pass through or orbit within the belts are shielded, and mission trajectories are designed to minimize time spent in the most intense regions. For example, the Apollo missions passed through the belts quickly, limiting the overall radiation dose. My thing is this: if we went through it back then with the technology we had back then, and versus the shit we have now, I feel like we could make it.
Feel like we can make it?
I don't know. I don't know if they. I'm on the fence
Yeah.
whether we did or not. Now, because the problem I have is, did 2 teams go, and the first person on the moon wasn't actually Buzz Aldrin because there was a camera there when they touched down. How did they film the lunar modular thing like floating down? How did they film that on the moon?
Good question, Jim. We actually shot a probe down there, Jim, that had a camera
No.
perfectly mounted that we could control from
No.
space from...
You know why? Because cameramen are superheroes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. How do you think they keep up with Superman,
That's true.
bro?
Oh,
Yeah.
they hire the fastest cameraman.
That's right. We got superpowers, bro.
Super cameraman.
That's right. We can fly faster than the hero.
Yep.
We're stronger than, and we can last longer than them in inclement weather. It's all bullshit.
You don't poop.
Yeah.
Kim Jong-un's a cameraman.
He must be, because he doesn't poop or pee, according to that one movie, The Interview. That was a fucking hilarious movie. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm on the fence. People say that what's his name? Real famous movie director, long time ago, that he did the 2001 Space Odyssey, and The Shining, and
Yeah.
you know who I'm talking
What
about.
are you talking about?
They say that he basically directed and filmed it on a sound stage and to make it look real. Now
Well, there was a lot of conspiracy about...
Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, there was a gentleman on... I'll name it. Joe Rogan. But
Name drop.
who had like first-hand accounts of people threatening his life about this information.
Yeah.
And had first-hand accounts of other people telling him who... people that have walked in on the set who should not have been there have been mysteriously killed shortly after.
So do you think that if we talk about it long enough, somebody will come knocking on the door?
No, because it's already been talked about on a much bigger platform.
Come on, dude. We're huge.
Yeah. I'm huge.
Yeah. I'm a big boy.
But I don't know. Just
I
so
don't
much conspiracy around everything.
But my thing is like, why? Why would they fake it? What's the point?
Well, we were in a Cold War.
Mm-hmm.
We were in a space race, Jim. We were in all these grand, I don't know, slogan-y things.
Yeah, the slogan-y things. The war on drugs, the space
Yeah.
race.
Yeah, the Patriot Act. Well, that was after, but
Yeah. No, anything that's like like that, that's like they use the word patriot or like the CARES
Yeah.
Act. Like, bitch, don't put that in there to make people think that you actually care.
the Green New Deal.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
There's a Green New Deal. Now there's a big, beautiful bill. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
The big, beautiful bill? Bro, come on.
Great. I'm sure it's great.
Yeah.
It's all of our money. Collectively, it's all of our money.
It's going to be huge. It's
Yeah.
great. It's going to be huge. Okay? This is the
Yeah.
best bill. It's the most important bill ever made in the world.
They know exactly what to do with all of our money.
Yeah. This bill is going to be so grand. It's going to
It's going to be great.
be great. It's going to encompass my hair.
Yeah. They said I'm the greatest ever to live.
Anyways, hey, on another note, hey, if you guys aren't doing anything right now and you're watching this podcast and you like MMA, go over to, what is that?
Combat Night.
Combat Night. Go to Combat Night, and there's a pay-per-view right now.
It was $25, I think.
Like $25, dude. It started at $3:45 and it ends at like 10.
Yeah, but Yasuke.
Yasuke, our boy Yasuke, he's out there. Ulysses Moore, he's out there fighting.
On the main card. He's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
main
he's
card
the
tonight.
main
He's
card.
defending his belt.
defending his belt.
He's defending his belt.
Yeah.
So I'll pull up the details here in a minute.
Yeah, I wish we could watch it. We could do like a live, show, but I don't want to get in trouble. I have yet to figure out if we are allowed to do that and what the things are with that legally, because we don't get paid. We're not monetized, but yet, there's a point, and I do at some point want to monetize this fucker so we can get paid.
Yeah.
And speaking of getting paid, have you noticed that I've been trying to wear blank shirts, guys? I want you to imagine your logo right here. If you want me to advertise your show, I'll wear your shirt. Send me the shirt. I like shit. Not shit, but I like clothing. I like swag. You see I've got my Scared Money hat on right now. I don't have any problem, wearing your shirts or whatever. I will whore myself out like a NASCAR vehicle, okay? But yeah, whore me up. Put your logos all over this bitch. But just imagine your logo right here on a podcast that has like over 200 subscribers. You have to say it that way because it makes it sound more impressive. Hey, listen, I built those 200 and something
From the ground
subscribers from zilch.
Yep. From nada.
Yeah. And, and like we talked about before, I don't want to be an overnight success and make you crazy.
Nah. Get to you too quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slow growth.
Yeah. I don't want to be like a fucking Ezra Miller.
Slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
Is that how it goes?
Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. That's what they say in the Army, at least.
Is that what they say? What does that even mean?
Just
Never heard that.
Take your time, but hurry up.
Yeah. I think it's meant to confuse people. And,
It is.
And, it's working because I'm people and I'm confused.
It means like you do it once right, you do it slow, you get the rhythm of it, and you get smooth at it, and then it just becomes fast at that point. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's
Drill,
a slogan-y thing.
Drill, baby, drill.
Yeah. So is that like something that the military does a lot of? Like they just have like all these like slogans that make people, that make people like,
Yeah, hurry up and wait.
they like, it makes them like the things that make them feel good and get motivated and shit like that.
Yeah, we've had conversations about. I've had conversations about this with other people. It's almost like there's some joyous moments that you try to have throughout the day, but then they just kill that.
How do they kill it?
Your pot of coffee's not warm enough, or just everything tastes like shit.
So they
or-
don't try to motivate you. They just want you to do what the fuck they tell you to do.
They kind of like just make you accept bullshit.
Mm. Okay.
Go along with the minutiae. And
The minutiae.
everything's kind of bland
Uh-huh.
and garrison life, in my opinion. Like you're living on base, you're doing the thing
Yeah,
every day,
yeah, yeah.
you're in uniform every day, upholding the regulation.
Routine.
Right, saluting the guy, saluting the man. But
What does that accomplish? If you're out, like if you learn this routine, right?
mhm.
Like whatever it is, like you said, saluting and standing at attention and going a meal at a certain time and running a million miles with all your gear on and shit. Like I get that part. That's like endurance. But if you like are in the shit, what does saluting anyone have to do with fuck?
Oh no, it's just part of the breaking down and building up. It's another rule that you have to adhere to. It's
Okay.
another thing that you have to be thinking about on your mind. It's another guideline. It's another limit that you can't pass, or there's a penalty for it. Or it's just something that you have to adhere to. It has nothing to do with getting in a firefight. Yeah, all that shit drops when that starts. There's absolutely nobody out there.
Yeah.
Because then that
Because
just
they're not there with you.
Yeah, half the time
They're
it's just
in an office going,
Yeah, half the time it's just some poor lieutenant, But if it's an officer, but all that goes out the window, and In most cases, when you're actually out in the combat zone and you're on a forward operating base somewhere, you're not saluting anybody because that means they're higher up.
Oh, you don't
You know
want to
what I mean?
like let on that they are
Yeah.
because they're a target now.
Exactly. Even though we were doing it in bases in Afghanistan, but it was more so on bigger bases. Bigger bases with bigger defense. Far, the enemy's a little farther from us.
What's
shit
the
like
guy's name that's like the new head of whatever fucking security for the
I'm talking about Department of War,
is that what it is?
Pete Hegseth.
Yeah, what do you think of him?
I mean, for the very first time, do we have a global war on terrorism vet in
Okay.
there? So, drone strikes, like you're talking about, like,
He's been there and done it.
but what I mean by drone strikes is you're talking about like somebody who operates in the now, not in the wars of Vietnam or anything.
Right,
like that.
right.
You know what I mean? So, someone who lives in the drone sort of era or the information war type deal.
Like I read his I saw some people complaining about him and I was like, I don't know anything about him. So I went to and I mean, he's a very handsome guy.
So he was a
When
part.
you look at him, you're like,
yeah,
who is this Ken? Like he looks like he's in Barbie,
yeah.
But like I went to his little Wikipedia page and I mean, he's had a lot of accomplishments.
He's a decorated veteran.
Yeah. No, he's been out in the shit doing the thing.
Yeah. Well, so he was a part of. Correct me if I'm wrong. Allegedly, it was either I want to say it was Obama. No, this was Biden. He was a part of Biden's detail at the White House during, I don't know, some speech, some era. But if you go and do research, I think he was on Sean Ryan's show. You can listen to it. But he was taken off of a security detail on Biden because I guess he had a Christian cross. It was like 3 crosses or some sort of cross, but he's a Christian. He's religious. So, but just because of that tattoo, they pulled him off the detail. And
How would they even know it's there?
how would they even know it? So when you are in combat arms, you have to tell them any kind of marks that you have, anything.
Okay.
So if you get blown up or you're a prisoner of war, they can identify you quickly
right.
and get you out, whatever. So that they are privy to all that information of you once you're in like that. Once you're that deep into the machine,
Right.
the war machine that is. But so they pulled him off a detail for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Because he was religious?
Yeah. So he's discriminated based on his religion and a marking and a tattoo, basing his religion. And,
I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Like I and again,
He writes about it in his book.
yeah, I'll have to check that out, but I'm not a real big book reader.
Me either.
Sorry. I just don't understand why people can't just let people be people. Like you want to be religious, be religious.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you I don't like it when people are thumping, and I don't like people proselytizing me because I don't, I'm not like one of those guys that like, I'm just not like, I grew up Southern Baptist and that was the religion that I guess we were thrust into, as children.
Yeah.
And it just seemed to me like I went to the Sunday schools, and then when I got older, I went to the big church every Sunday. And
That one right there.
okay,
That one on his chest.
what does that even stand for? Because it kind of looks a little. It might look a little.
If I remember correctly, it's a it's like a traditional cross, like for Christians.
Huh.
I'll look
Meanings.
into it.
Just go back up there. It said
Hold on,
meanings.
tattoo meanings. Oh, AI overlords.
Patriotism, family, faith.
Hold on. Hold on.
The cross symbolizes Christian faith, personal beliefs. It represents commitment to his values and moral compass. The tattoos may signify resilience and overcoming a lot of challenges in life. This is just AI telling
Yeah.
you. No one really knows what anyone's fucking
No, but
tattoos mean, but
that is Jerusalem cross. That's what it is.
okay.
Yeah.
So is he Jewish?
I don't think so.
Why would, I don't fucking know.
No.
I'm too stupid to know.
Too stupid to know.
I am. And I mean, and I say that whole openly, I'm not, bashing on myself, and I'm not sitting here trying to down myself, but I mean, there are subjects and things that I don't know and I'm dumb about. And when I learn about them, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But until then, I really don't have much to say about it.
For the Prussian awards, the Jerusalem Cross, or Cross and Crosslets, and the Crusaders Cross is a heraldic cross and Christian cross variant consisting of a large cross potent surrounded by 4 smaller Greek crosses. One in each quadrant representing the 4 evangelists and the spread of the gospel of the 4 corners of the earth. It was used as the coat of arms of the Crusader Kingdom of Jerusalem after 1099. Use of the Jerusalem cross by the Order of the Holy Sepulchre and affiliated organizations in Jerusalem continued to the present. Other modern usages include the national flag of Georgia and Episcopal Church services. Origins.
Well, at any rate.
Yeah, any rate.
I mean, like I said, I that's one of those topics that I had no clue about. I just saw like a bunch of people getting pissed off and hating on him and shit. And I was like, what is it? Like, is this guy like, because there were people, I saw like interviews with people and they were like, he has no military experience. He's got no background.
Yeah,
he doesn't know anything. He's like,
he doesn't have it as a general.
They're like, he's just a pretty boy, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is he? Because I'm like, to look at him, you're like, oh, he is a handsome fella.
No, he just didn't make his way up the ranks jacking off people at the Pentagon.
Okay.
Yeah, he made his ranks actually out there in the shit.
Right.
So.
Yeah, no, I read all the, like, he was, I can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, I read that
combat arms.
he has quite a bit of history there.
Yeah.
But back to what I was saying though is like, you want to be religious, be religious. I think it's cool. I think it's a great scaffolding for people. I think it's a great outline for people if that's how you want to live your life. If you feel like it makes you a better person by following the rules of religion, I think that's fantastic. I think people without some kind of rules or you get anarchy, you get craziness, and you get people that are
even self-hate,
You get people that, never mind. Anyways, if you want to dye your hair purple and scream at everyone that thinks differently than you, do that too. Cool.
Or don't.
Nah.
Or don't.
Do it. I say do it.
Yeah.
I say this. And this is the crossroads where people
Don't scream at me at least.
No, you have to. Well, you can do it, but you have to be prepared for the consequences.
Yeah.
Is all I'm saying.
True.
When you get into the wrong person's face and you put a finger on them, you might get your ass beat.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be ready for that. But you should know that by going into those places and doing those things, you're very close to getting your ass beat.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying. But you should be able to do it. I don't think that there should ever be, people saying you can't protest. That's freedom of speech, First Amendment. People should be, and that's where we get into this weird conundrum. I think in this country is like everybody wants freedom of speech except for if you say these things. If you say these things, you can't speak about that.
Don't touch those subjects.
Don't talk about that. We'll hate you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you talk about these things, you're cool. And if you're on this side and you're like talking about these things, now you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
So it's just like I don't like this pitting each other against one another. I really, really, really hate that.
Yeah.
That's my biggest problem with this country right now is I love this country. Like somebody the other day I was talking to, they were like, oh, I want my wife and I, we want to leave the country. And I was like, why? Why would you want to leave this country?
Yeah.
Where would you go?
Yeah.
And they were like, he said something.
El Salvador.
It was some kind of communist place and I was like,
El Salvador's pretty free. But
I was like, you sure you want to go to what does their government look like? They kind of tell you what to do, don't they?
Yeah.
You kind of have to do exactly what the fuck they tell you to do.
Can you
all
own a
the
knife?
time. Right. And I'm like, but you could, I don't know. I love this country. I do. I love the fact that the people that hate this country can live here and talk about how they hate this country.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a weird, like,
conundrum we're in.
yeah, it's like this weird thing, but it's part of it.
Yeah.
It's part of what makes this country great is because we can say these things. We can say, those people can say what they want to say, and then these people can say what they want to say. The problem I'm having is the divisiveness and how dividing it is to everyone. And we are focused on hating each other, and the focus needs to be shifted to the people that are up there in charge.
Oh, you mean like Occupy Wall Street?
One of them.
You mean like that movement
One of them.
that happened and then got memory hold by like all of a sudden a 600% uptick in the use of the word race or racism on the news? You know?
Well, I'm
It got totally memory hold. I mean, it got totally shit canned. All that Occupy Wall Street shit. They realized, oh my God, we've got all these people coming after us now. Like, we got to make them hate each other. We own this. We own the outlets. We can do it.
Well,
like,
and that's the point I was trying to make is the fact that from what I remember in school, talking about the Constitution and our country, and it's supposed to be for the people, by the people.
Yeah, but you can't just flat out lie on the media.
Well, what I'm saying, though, no, I mean, they shouldn't be allowed to. They should be able to be called on their bullshit, and I think a lot of that's starting to come to light. I think COVID really brought a lot of that forward. I think it really kind of it shifted the trust in a lot of the media, and now you see a lot of shit changing. But you know what I'm saying is people need to understand, the citizens out here, all of us citizens, I think we need to understand that we are supposed to be in charge, not these people that we elect. You know, they're supposed to be making it, putting the things that we want to happen in place and listening to us and acting on what we need. You know, but so far mostly in my adult life, it hasn't been that way. It has been for those fuckers.
Yeah.
By those fuckers.
And a lot of people, too, that I can't help but to notice, they almost idolize them.
Yeah.
They put these people on their pedestal because they've put them in that position.
Total popularity contest at this point. You know, and if you like somebody based on the way they look, you know, and I rightly, not rightly so, but like I case in point, when I was younger, when I was a teenager, I did not give a shit who was president. I would literally just go on the news to see who it was and go, they look cool. And then that was all that I ever knew of it. I never once as a teenager thought, I don't like his politics, you know, none of that stuff. But now,
well, he kind of got a blowjob from her in the White House.
Yeah, I actually kind of like that. I'm done. I'm just saying. Now I don't like you know,
don't lie about it.
the fact, yeah. Well, the fact that everybody's after Trump right now because of the Epstein files. They think that he's not releasing it because he's on it. That's what they're saying. But I'm like, well, who was there? Whose image was in the foyer of that mansion in a dress in a giant painting? Bill Clinton.
I did not have sexual.
Did you know that?
No.
Did you know that?
I know.
Epstein had a painting made of Bill Clinton in a dress, and he put it right up in front in the foyer when you walk in the front door of that place. So if that's not a big, I got you, bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know what is. You know, that's like.
There's another one circulating of George Bush.
Yeah, don't don't let anything bad happen to me, or you know, we gonna talk about some shit, baby.
Yeah.
You know, and you got to be real careful talking about the Clintons because, you know, when there's like when there's like a style of unaliving, and they call it the Clinton, you know, might get Clintoned.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
be careful.
You know, that could go both ways. It's like you could get Clinton to which one, Hillary or Bill. I'm not sucking his dick underneath the. You know, he's not putting a fucking cigar in my.
He's gonna blast me with his wiener or with a gun.
I just wanted to show her my cigar, and she fell on it. Somehow she got cum on her dress.
Oh shit! That was from the last guy.
It's not mine. It's been proven that DNA is not a viable source of evidence. You know, somebody said that the other day. I read that, or I think I heard it or read it. I don't know. It came into my brain somehow by some form or fashion. It made its little way into my head, and but they were talking about how a lot of our like crime detection stuff, like fingerprints, it's completely unreliable?
How?
I don't fucking know. I'm not the scientist. I don't know.
I don't know either.
But it's like this new science that we've come out
Oh,
with. It's
okay.
like they're realizing that some of this stuff is not viable because there's so much contact with people. They degrade over time. The way they're collected. You know, there's all types of things.
Variables, yeah.
There's all types of variables that like could disrupt the the evidence chain or whatever the fuck
gotcha.
you call it. The chain of command. I don't fucking know.
Exchanging of
Whatever. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if that's true. It's just a factoid that maybe not so much fact that popped into my head,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, so why were we looking at bear videos earlier? Because we were talking about I have a real bit. I have a stick in my craw about the man versus bear, thing with the chicks, and they're like, I would pick a bear every time. Ladies, and I'm going to say this right now. If you've never watched Nature is Metal is a fucking awesome ass. I don't know if it's on a YouTube channel, I think, or if it's just Instagram account, but they have these videos of bears disseminating other animals. They have a lot of animals that are killing other animals, and it's nature, bro. It's nature. But if you see it happening, like on a video, and you see it happening, that anthropomorphization that you are having, that's not fucking Pooh Bear, baby.
Yeah.
That, he might like honey, but he will also tear your face off. And I don't see any like situation where you're not going to die if you're around a bear. Unless they're already hibernating and you're just standing near them, not making any noise. But if you wake them up, they're definitely going to fuck you up. That's
No
what
thinking.
what was it, Grizzly Man or something like that? What was that documentary?
You talking about the guy that got attacked?
He got killed. No, this dude, it was a documentary. I think it was called Grizzly Man.
Oh, where he recorded himself?
Yeah, but you don't see it. You
Just
just hear it.
audio?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just audio. By the end of the movie, it's like him and his girlfriend both got eaten by bears. But what the thing he was doing was he was hanging around and like living with these bears while they're getting ready to hibernate or whatever, or they were supposed to be hibernating, but something happened and they weren't able to do that. Like maybe they didn't
A
get
drought or something? Or
maybe they
think
didn't
that's what it was, yeah.
they didn't stock up or eat enough food or whatever. So like of course by the end of it, he was lucky the entire time, but by the end of it he got eaten.
Wow.
Yeah. I've never actually watched it, but like there's just too much evidence to and I get it. Some dudes are crazy. Some dudes are fucking nuts, and yeah, I get why, people are traumatized. Some women are traumatized. But just because you had a bad date with Bobby doesn't mean I would pick a bear. I'm just trying to save your lives, ladies.
Yeah.
Don't pick the bear.
Don't go on a date with one either.
No, for sure, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be eaten, and they're gonna eat your asshole. But it's good. They're gonna start there and go all the way up to your neck. But yeah, I think you could probably fight off a dude.
Yeah, better than a bear.
Even if you're not very strong, I feel like you could somehow fight off a dude. A kick to the nuts is very effective, very effective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The bear's fucking you up. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, 11 out of 10.
So, if the grizzly doesn't kill you, then 10 years of eating gummy bears will.
Way to bring it back around. Call back.
Call back. I'm a hack.
Yeah, it's okay. Hack is good.
Hack away.
So what else is going on in the world, man? Do you know? You're like my current event guy.
I'm just really tired of everything going on in the world.
Same.
Because, like, it's not getting any better from what I see. We have all these ceasefires that fall through, and then all of a sudden they turn into, well, we're going to send more rockets over there, and then it just turns into, well, then we're going to talk about a ceasefire. We might stop for a day, and then it just nothing gets accomplished.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like there's this just slow drag of like a imminent bigger war coming on multiple fronts.
Do you think that's actually going to happen? Do you think it might come spill over here?
I think it's a 40% chance that it could happen in the next 10 years. Yeah.
it's a pretty high chance. It's
Yeah.
pretty high.
Just, I mean, who the fuck am I? I mean, I'm no expert or nothing,
Mhm.
but everything that I see, it's like a 40% chance, in my opinion. But it's nothing that I'm going to raise my kid to go and say, yeah, let's go fight for it. No, because I'm disgusted by it all. So,
Yeah.
I don't know-
Yeah,
I
you
did
have
that.
a bad taste in your mouth for like certain things like that. I mean, like I know that you very much love the country. You very much love, our boys out there
Oh,
in the
yeah.
military, but being in the military, you don't love.
Yeah, I love my country. I just can't stand my fucking government.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't stand.
It's always been crazy to me that like, and I've probably said this before, but it's just insane to me. I know that there has to be people in charge. Like I get it.
yeah.
Someone's got to be in charge. But you would think back to like the days of like knights. You know,
What do you mean?
like back when there was knights,
Mm-hmm.
like people in armor and
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
And they would all line up in front of each other and the fucking king would be there on the battlefield with them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? His generals and all that, they would go down into war
Mm-hmm.
and just go head on.
We don't have to do that anymore.
Well, no, we don't
Yeah.
because that's a dumb way. I mean,
Yeah, it'd be a
ultimately,
stupid fucking way to fight.
ultimately, it's really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But like back then, when you're fighting with like swords and shit,
With honor.
maybe that was the way you did it.
Yeah.
I still think, maybe we could have done some ambushing or whatever. Like if I was that guy, I'd have been like, okay, we're gonna break off into squads. We're gonna flank them. We're gonna do this.
Yeah.
We're gonna hide in the fucking trees. We're gonna come down with arrows and. I that's the kind of warfare. But like you think about like the way they actually used to do it. Like the king would be out there
It would be noble almost.
He'd be there. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
noble. Like I love my country so much. I'm gonna go and fight for this country.
Mhm.
So it's like when I'm thinking about a president, and I always think of like, have they been in the military? Where they are? I mean, no, I'm not talking about like Air Force or like
I think
Space
the last one
Force.
was Eisenhower.
Yeah.
Maybe I could be wrong.
Like and you don't want somebody that's like war hungry.
Yeah.
You don't want like a tyrant.
A
That's
war
just,
hawk.
yeah,
Yeah.
someone that just like that's all they love it and they just want to go back to it and then like that's
Yeah, you don't want them signing missiles and sending them to Ukraine.
right.
Definitely don't want that.
Did someone do that?
Yeah.
Who did that?
Who was the lady that was running for Republicans? What was her name? I can't remember. Out of
For
Out
Republicans?
of North or South Carolina? Yeah.
I don't remember.
Haley. I'll look it up. Anyways, she was fucking signing bombs,
I don't remember
sending
that.
them overseas. Maybe it was Israel, but somewhere. I know she was signing bombs somewhere.
Yeah.
It was just disgusting.
I don't know. The world's fucking crazy enough, dude, without having to kill
Yeah.
each other.
I know.
I know it's very idealistic of me to say these things because it would, in a perfect world, we would never have war. But like, I just like, isn't there like a better way? Like when we were kids, like you get in a fight with your sibling or something, your mom would make you say you're sorry.
Nikki Haley. That's who it was. Nikki Haley.
Well, I don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
But like she would like sit you both down, scold you, and then make you both say you're sorry and like hug it out.
Yeah.
She wouldn't go, now go out in the front yard and war with each other.
Yeah.
No, let's have a peaceful come together and then we're going to sit down and break bread.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I know that not everybody's going to do that. And then when everybody does that, then it's going to be like one of those week time type of deals maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's also it could be a time that we hone our skills or there's always going to be people honing their skills. There's always going to be people that are still ready to go, and I don't think you should stop being ready to defend yourself, but I do think that, maybe if you looked at it from eyes like, hey, we don't have to be enemies, like it's really not necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is stupid.
Or just like realizing or having compassion and having almost a love for like what they do, their fight for. You know what I mean? Like whoever your enemy is.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they have their reasons.
Of course.
I respect that.
I respect it too, but like I said, I ain't nobody, but I'm just like, damn, man, I just like why, why can't we just all get along? Like
Yeah.
it would be nice in a perfect world. We would all get along. There'd be no war. Nobody would fight.
Yeah.
Nobody would want the other guy's shit. Like look what he's got. I want that thing.
Yeah.
And look at that land he's got. I want that. Like in a perfect world, that would never happen.
Mm-hmm.
But this ain't a perfect world.
Yeah.
But-
It's far from it.
I know you don't watch anime.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot.
I don't. No,
Yeah,
I don't.
I do. So I've decided that when I die, I want to be isekai'd.
Isekai?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
Independent
isekai is a genre of anime
Okay.
where when you die, you go to this place, and then they're like these gods or whatever they call themselves gods, and they're like, yeah, you had a really shitty life, bro, and you died, and we're gonna put you in this other world over here, and there's magic there. So there's elves and fairies and trolls and all the crazy shit that you read about, like in the science fiction stuff. But there's magic there.
By the time you die, Jim, we'll be able to really do that.
Probably.
Yeah.
But like, and so they're like, you're gonna be reborn there.
Mhm.
You can either stay in your body or you can pick a different body or whatever, and we'll put
Yeah.
you there.
We'll just capture your consciousness.
and here's a list of basic superpowers.
Mhm.
Basically, it's magic. Basic magic that you can have any of these. And then, obviously, like in games,
It's like a start menu of a video game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, in games, you level up.
Yeah.
And, like all the isekais I watch, a lot of them are like, oh, I went there and then I was maxed out, and they're like the most powerful fucker in the
Yeah.
world. So that's what I want to happen to me. That's
Yeah.
what I'm going to imagine, because nobody really knows what happens after death. But in my brain, I'm just going to be isekai'd, and I'm going to be taken to another
And
world.
you have a steel pot of coffee as your weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hot coffee.
I mean, I'm going to have all kinds of powers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be the most powerful fucker, and I'm going to meet all kinds of, I'm going to have a harem
Mm-hmm.
for sure. It's going to happen. But the trope is a lot of them, and a lot of people that watch anime, they know there's a big white panel van. That's usually how the person dies. They get hit by a fucking truck. Yeah. Every one of them in the beginning, it's like, they'll show a guy, his like life sucks. So he
Yeah.
goes to work. He works.
You're probably wondering how I got here.
Yeah, and like he works a million hours. It shows him working like sleeping in the office.
Yeah.
like, because of Japan.
Yeah.
Most of this is how they do. But like the life sucks, and he goes home and he has no family. He's just like chilling. He's sitting on the couch, and one day he's walking home from work, sees a girl in the road playing.
Yeah.
Oh, she lost her ball, and she runs out to get it, and then he goes and the one time he does something heroic in his life, and he jumps out,
No good deed goes
pushes the
unpunished.
kid out of the way, and then gets slapped by the fucking panel van. And the next thing he knows, he's standing in front of some gods, and they're like, "Hey, bro."
You were a paper pusher your whole sad life.
Right. So I'm on the lookout.
Yeah.
If I'm ever in the middle of a road and I see a white panel van, I may not get out of the way.
Wow. You fucking better. You fucking.
Just know that I'll be in a much better place. That's what they mean.
Jim would be blasting motherfuckers.
I love that theory, though. I like that story better. It's better than anything that
Yeah.
religion cooks up. I don't want to go to a mansion. I've never wanted a mansion, ever. Why would I want a mansion in heaven?
So is that what like 2D is on that plane? It's just anime?
No. It's actual.
It's over 3D, right?
It would be 4D. It would be like
4D,
or
fine.
we're, like we are now.
Yeah.
And it's
Okay.
just a different matrix.
A display.
Could be real because all the multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? There might actually be like an anime world where everything is like it's like humans, but everything happens like in the animes.
Blows my mind.
It blows my mind. I like to think about it.
All this new stuff that we're finding out about science is just science is crazy.
Like what?
Like how the universe is probably much older than what we thought, and shit simply that we're basically almost made of nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and there was a guy I was talking the other day. I was listening to a podcast, and he was talking about how he was a religious scientist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's like those two usually don't
Mix it all.
no, because usually they're just not. They're like there's no because scientists are like if I can't
Oil and water.
if I can't
Yeah.
prove it, it's not real.
Yeah.
Whatever. But he was just saying he's like, if you look at things, there's got to like the way we were kind of formulated. It was like there was an intelligence there,
I know exactly what episode you're talking about. I know exactly.
It's in the 2000s.
Yep.
But yeah. So I mean, and I think that's true. I mean, the way like if you look at the way our machines work, it's like
Compared to everything else
yeah, it's
on
like
this rock.
there had to be some kind of intelligent thought process there.
I think they had said it was like 300,000 years ago or something like that. There was a big shift
Well,
in DNA.
Yeah, but they also, like, this guy did not believe in theory of evolution. Like, he didn't think that we came from monkeys.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And he's like, no, we were fucking designed,
Mm-hmm.
you know, bro, and we were dropped off here, which I've always kind of thought that. And I've said this before, like, we are so different from everything else on this earth.
Like our circadian rhythm is, you know, which is your natural time span of when you fall asleep, wake up.
Yeah.
Like is more in tune with Mars's day than the
Really?
Earth's day. Yeah.
Ooh, speaking of Mars, I just watched this could be a shit, you know, just shit. It could be bullshit. I didn't research it. Not always do I dive deep into these videos that I see. Sometimes I will. Sometimes I'll go in and go, okay, where did this even come from? Whatever. But there was a video talking about how they found evidence on Mars that they weren't sure what it was, and they sent all the evidence that they had from the Mars rover and the Hubble or whatever the fuck telescope that can see, you know, all this evidence that they had. But it was just in this one specific space that they studied,
Yeah.
and they sent it to like all different scientists, biologists, geologists. I don't know all the different ists, but they sent it to a fucking army of, you know, like
Researchers,
scientists,
yeah.
researchers, and they all kind of got together. You know, because apparently science doesn't happen in a vacuum. The more minds you put together, if you separate them, it's never going to work. So they put them all together, and they were like, figure this out. And they all got together, and they were like, yeah, this is the best evidence that we have that there was life on Mars, that there was something living there at one point. Like, and so
I know they were wrestling with the idea of seeing structures and stuff because there's perfect 90-degree angle, right angles.
I'm not 100%. That's not what they were talking about. This was like a
Okay.
biological type of thing. It was
Bacteria, I
like
think
it was
they
like
said.
yeah, it was like some sort of microbiology or whatever. So
Allegedly. Yeah.
allegedly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dang, that's crazy.
But that's cool to think about.
that is.
You know, and I was looking up at the moon the other day, and I was just like, does no one else think it's weird when you can see the full moon, and you're
Yeah.
looking up at it, and you're like, that's
Like the
basic.
harvest moon.
That, or just when you
Yeah.
can just see the moon, you can see the full scope of it, and you look up at it and really get a good look at it, and you're like, that's basically another planet right there
Pretty much.
that you can see. Imagine all the shit we don't see because of light pollution. That's what I think about.
Yeah.
All the light pollution. And I've also said this a numerous amount of times, but I really wish we would have a national, if not global, lights out day where everybody in every country around the world
Yeah.
would just, everyone shuts all the street lights, all the,
Yeah.
they're like, okay, let's do a curfew. It would have to be agreed upon because not everybody would be into it. But like a curfew where everybody's got to be home before dark, chill. You know, you don't got to work. Go ahead and take the rest of the day off. All the stores are going to be closed. Everything's closed. Make sure, and it's just for a night, so it's not like, oh my god, the fucking world's shut down.
Maybe that'll happen when that big alien ship comes here.
Right. But, you know, and this is just my idea, you know, but like so if it ever happens, just remember you heard it here first.
Yep.
But, you know, you have a curfew, everybody goes home, they shut their lights off, everybody gets acclimated to the dark, and then at
9 p.m.
at 9 p.m. we all walk outside and look up.
and take mushrooms at 8:30.
No, you don't. Well, you can. I'm sure there'll be people that will. You don't have to, though, because you probably won't need to. Because if you shut all the lights off in the world, there'd be zero light pollution. Like, I'm talking pitch dark, nothing. And you look up into the night sky, you're going to realize that we are literally on a spaceship hurtling through space.
Have you ever been to like a dark sky observatory zone, like where you can go and see the Milky Way and all that
No.
stuff? No. So when I was in Oklahoma, in basic training, we had to do land navigation, and we were out there a few nights. But we had one night we were doing like where we army crawl under barbed wire and they shoot above our heads and stuff like that.
Oh, that
Well,
sounds fun.
We had night vision goggles out there that night
Right.
that we were playing with, and turned all the lights out. I mean, you're in the rolling hills of Oklahoma, with nothing around for 50 square miles, you know, so it's dark, and you just sit up there with your NVGs, and I mean, literally you can see like the belt of the Milky Way just go across the night sky. It's so cool. It's the coolest thing ever. And we went on a cruise back in May, and I was hoping that we would be able to see some stuff, but it was just all the lights on the ship. It was
you're
just
not
too
seeing
much.
shit.
It was way too much.
No, that's why I want to go to the Keck Observatory in Hawaii, because you're literally like they all on that island. I can't remember what island it is, but it's on the Big Island. Is what I always.
Kauai?
I don't know. We've looked
I
it
can't
up
remember.
before,
Yeah.
but anyways, on
They
the
all
Big
have
Island,
shades on the top of them. I think.
all the lights have diffusers over them, so the light shines down but not up, and that way it doesn't fuck with the.
the
telescope.
telescope and.
And when you're standing outside, just not even inside, but just standing outside the observatory, it's literally like you feel like you're
On a rock, like on the surface of a
like,
rock.
and there's like you're just
The
you
windshield.
could fly off into
the
space at
universe.
any time. I mean, I've seen photos and videos of people taking photos and video of like the aurora borealis and then all the Milky Way and stuff like that, which is awesome. And as a photographer, I would love to have my own shots of that. But I mean, I'm not going to get it here, obviously. You know, now if you go like 10 miles off the coast, you know, in the water and shut all the lights off, you're probably going to see a lot of shit. You know, if it's not a full moon night. That's the biggest problem too. If you go to that observatory and it's a full moon, you ain't going to see shit.
That's true.
It's going to be too bright.
Yeah.
You just be like, fuck, the moon's so big. But it's so high up. It also, so there's no cloud cover. So it's like perfectly clear. And I definitely want, that's like one of my, you know, bucket list items. I want to do that and experience that.
Yeah.
You know, for sure. But it's just like, it's insane to think that we're doing all this fighting and all this infighting and fighting each other and killing one another when we're all passengers
On the same thing.
on the same pile of mud.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. We're in the. It's like when you're in the car with your brother or sister, and you're like fighting in the back seat, and your parents are like, "Shut up! I'll pull this car around." You know, like obviously you can't do that, but we were literally all on this ride together.
Yeah.
And then there's fucking some people in the back seat that are just fucking going to
harvesting.
town.
Some are harvesting lithium. Some are making nuclear bombs. and
Cobalt.
Some are making AI and bot farms.
Yeah,
It's
there's
just,
a lot of really interesting things that are happening. You know, like I don't fear any of the AI stuff. I don't think I don't think it'll ever become what some people worry about. I don't think it will.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion. I know that you don't jive with that, but I mean,
I don't think it will become to like the robot killing everything.
Right.
I don't know if it'll come to that, but I think it'll come to a point where they will be able to encapsulate a lot of what your bandwidth is, what you think about. They'll be able to kind of control and steer how your emotions and.
what's different from anyway, right now?
I think that they will be a lot smarter than humans, and they'll be able to formulate the algorithm in such a manner that they can control you almost however you want to think, or what your opinion is on a certain subject, or whether you should be fighting this crowd or hating on this country or following this agenda, or whatever it may be. I think it's going to get a lot better.
So that's, I think, where you get into the conversation about sentience versus like consciousness.
Correct.
And I don't know. It's an AI. It's basically, it is a. I don't think it's sentient, and I don't think it's conscious. I don't think it'll ever be either of those. I don't. I think that there are things in place where, it is a large language model. It is built to learn, and that's cool. It's just learning, but it's literally just ones and zeros, and it's learning what we feed it.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's ever going to be like people bad. I mean, maybe I'm just being,
Yeah. Well, but when
charitable.
if you start handing over capabilities to something, though, whether it be how the information flows, that in itself is like a tool that it can use to cripple
information's
you,
power.
to cripple
But
you.
that's what I'm saying, though. I don't think it'll ever be conscious enough to where it's like, I need to do this, and I need to control the minds of all these biological beings. I don't think it will, because we are the thing that kind of makes it run.
Yeah.
We're feeding it information. Now, like I said, am I being naive? Maybe a little bit. but I don't know. I don't see it being a problem. Not in my lifetime.
Yeah.
You know, can we build something like that? Probably.
Oh, I'm sure we could.
Probably.
I'm sure if it progressed to the point to where we were able to make them into something that they could sustain themselves without us, I'm sure it could.
I think it would just be a new race, a new,
Yeah.
you know, a new animal on the earth. I think it would just be us and them, you know, and I don't think of course there would be some moron that would be like, it's us versus them,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
know,
there'd
but it
be
doesn't have to be
It'd
that
be a
way.
group of morons.
Oh yeah, for sure. A groupthink is dangerous as shit. But like that's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't have to be that way. But yeah,
Yeah.
do I see it being that way? Could be. And
There's
that's where we.
Going to be a lot of coexist stickers on the back of vehicles with like gear symbols and wrenches.
Well,
and,
I think a lot of the problem comes from the human element. You know, and I'm not saying human bad. I'm one. You know, and I'm team human. But I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, I don't think it's going to get to that point.
yeah.
Not in our lifetime, not in many lifetimes. I think it's, you know, if it ever happens, it might be 20,000 years from now. You know, who knows? You know, it takes a long time for certain things to evolve
Yeah.
and to grow. But I don't know if it's like, I don't know if it's going to be one of those things where it's like, humans are done. We're done. You know, I mean, it could be one of those things where we just kind of fade out, you know, and
Yeah.
but I just don't see that happening. I mean, there's been so many like natural disasters in the world where we were like dwindled down to like nothingness, and then we shot back up, you know, like what was it? And I guess the Younger Dryas, they're saying we got down to like 7,000 humans on Earth, which who the fuck knows how they even get that number?
They claim to say they can track it through DNA and ancestry and all that. I don't think that's.
Yeah, how do you know, bitch?
I think it's a crock of bullshit.
How you know?
Yeah.
Do you really know?
Yeah, because not everybody's getting a DNA test.
Like who's doing the census?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, who was there back in 1200s?
Mm.
You know?
Yeah, I don't see it happening, but
I mean, I guess they could do it with... They claim that they could track a lot of this information with, like, ice core samples. But even then...
you can ice core samples. How do you track how many people are on the Earth from that?
Carbon output and footprint and stuff like that.
Nah.
And, you know,
I don't buy
think
it.
it's a crock of bullshit,
I don't
too.
buy it. I think it's just somebody. I think they were like, let's tell everybody there was like 7,000 people on the Earth.
What about 6,900?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
No, that won't be believable, bro.
No, do 7,000.
Yeah, let's just make it 7,000, man. Oh my God, where are
Life is crazy.
we? Yeah, you right.
Life is crazy. People are crazy, and the world is mean.
Yeah, but you know what's not mean?
What?
You're not mean.
Oh,
I'm not mean.
no. We don't
I
have
can
to
be mean.
People choose to be.
It's so funny how people like stereotype me based on how I look,
I
which
know.
I've never had that happen to me ever. Actually, I lied. It's happened to me my whole life. When I was a young man, when I was about your age, you know, I was clean cut, you know, and short hair, shaved
Yeah.
face. You know, people thought I was like I used to have people think I was a snob.
Mhm.
You know, like when where I worked, they thought I was, you know, maybe they thought I was
Pickies out.
that I thought that I was better than everyone else, and I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, nothing could be further from the truth.
It's just called confidence.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew how to do my job. I knew how to do your job. I knew how to do everybody's job. I'm
Mhm.
like, I know what the fuck I'm doing. You should listen to me. But like, anyways, I nowadays, because I look a lot different. You know, I've got the beard, I've got the long hair, and I'm kind of scraggly looking. You know,
Yeah.
but like I look like a bro. You know, brother. You know,
Brother.
type of guy.
Hey, man.
So people automatically assume that I'm like, oh, he's a hardcore righty.
Hey, brother, you want to go stab a pig?
Yeah, yeah. But like, you know, and I like I've had conversations with people. I'm like, where do you think I lie politically? And they're like, oh, you definitely look like you voted
Yeah.
for Trump. I'm like, well, I didn't, but you know, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell people who I voted for. You know,
Fuck 'em.
yeah.
They don't need to know.
I
They come in
voted.
here and ask.
I voted for Tupac.
There you go. I voted for Kanye West.
That's
so
what's up.
I'm all for bleaching people's assholes.
Yeah. Wow. No, but like, you know, I just like, man, it's just weird to be like you know, you want to think I'm a snob, that's one thing, but like when you start like telling me what you think about me by a political standing. Like, you think that I'm a one way politically. I'm like, well, first of all, politics are dumb.
Yeah. And they're corrupt.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't like any of those bastards. So
Yeah.
if you think I'm this or that, you're fucking on crack.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like none of them. And the people that follow them are even crazier.
My own grandparents blocked me on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I told them that they needed to stop. What did I say? I said, you need to stop being in love with your captors and believing everything they say. And I guess that didn't sit right with them, so they blocked me.
Your grandparents.
My grandparents.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's another problem I have is like, when did like not agreeing with people turn into a, you know, a bastardization? Like,
yeah. Just
you know, I don't-
shut down, seize all argument, you know.
yeah, like you don't agree with me, so fuck you, man. You
Yeah.
know, I don't like that at all. Like, we used to be able to sit down and like have a discussion
Mhm.
and like talk about things rationally. Like, not everybody, because there, you know, some people would just shoot
Yeah.
the guy in front of them or whatever. But it's just like, you don't believe in the same things I believe in. That's cool.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care. But I think it's just that politics have almost become a religion
Yeah.
in and of itself.
Or an occult.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like everything gets politicized. Every single thing gets politicized, and there's so many people that are just like, fight. You know, I'm like, don't you think about anything else? Like, isn't there anything else going on in that brain of yours?
Do you do the fucking dishes at all in
yeah.
your house?
Do you even wipe your ass, bro?
do you
have
do
a-
the little things at your house?
Have a bidet, sir.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not trying to hype it up. I don't want to. It drives me.
There's just
batshit.
more important things.
It
than-
is so
than
much
all
more
that,
important
yeah.
things, man.
I've
And-
come to find that too throughout
Yeah.
the years. It's like I've paid attention to it for so long that I've now come to the realization that it's all bullshit. They're all corrupt. They all answer to somebody,
Mhm.
and whether you follow the money or not, it all revolves around money. You
Mhm.
can't deny it.
Yeah, that's why I always say just take the money out of the fucking politics, and
Yeah.
you won't have any more issues.
How do you do that?
Well, yeah, you
burn
can't.
it down.
You
Yeah,
can't.
I mean you can't do that. This is that's mass death.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe that people should die.
Yeah.
Like natural causes, cool, you know, but like,
Yeah, but to all the ones that are like the anarchists, the ones that are like wanting it, careful what you wish for because it's not pretty.
mm-mm.
You know, I mean, dying of hunger is probably not a good thing.
No.
So,
Mm-mm. We need to talk about something lighter because I don't want to end on that.
yeah. I've had a lot of water today. My pee's pretty light. I got to pee right now.
You got to pee?
Yeah, I got a small bladder.
Aw,
That's okay. I can hold it for a bit longer.
little Patty got a pee pee.
I think we should just all get back to locale. You know, we should all just worry about our little circle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And start there.
Yeah.
And then once we can feel good about that or accomplish things that we want in our smaller locale, and maybe we branch outward. But a lot of things need to be fixed everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
not just up in D.C., but everywhere.
Oh yeah.
So
And you can only think about what's closest to you. I think
Yeah.
that's what you should be thinking about. Like, you know, yeah, it's good to look at the bigger picture, but dude, you got to think about like what's right around you, man. Like, there's so many things around you. Like, fucking children see everything that we do, bro. They want to emulate it. They want
Mhm.
you're on a spot, you're on a stage, you're on a spotlight, you're under the spotlight. You are everything to them. You
Mhm.
are their, you know. So depending on how you act, and if you're acting like an asshole, they're gonna see that, and then they're gonna cut into fucking assholes when they get older.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're like a cool person, and you're like really nice to everybody, you know, and those are sometimes you can't be nice to everybody, but like if you're that guy or girl, they're gonna see that and go, "Wow, my mom or dad, you know, they loved each other, they loved other people, they helped other people."
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about this. I want to shout out Matthew Parker. He's a, you know, he'll never see this, but he is a mobile, not detailer. He's a mobile mechanic.
Mm.
You've probably seen him. He's blown the fuck up on TikTok and on Facebook and Instagram. He's all over it. But he's he started out as a mobile mechanic, and he would just go help people, and he would create videos while he was doing the work. Well, he started doing so well that like his followers and the subscribers, like they were like, dude, you should start like a donation page so that like if somebody can't afford the work or whatever, that you can
Like a Gibson Go.
yeah, we'll donate to it,
Yeah.
and then you can do the work for free.
Yeah.
And he started doing that, and now most of the work that he does these days is crowdfunded by his followers.
Oh wow.
It not only does it pay for his life, it pays for a lot of the work that he's doing
No way.
for these people. And he is like the nicest fucking guy that you'll ever see. And I've seen him in some really bad situations where he got fucked over like hard,
Yeah.
but he was still being really nice about
Wow.
it. Like the place where he lives, that house where he lives, they got
Does he live here in
no
in town?
Tulsa.
Oh, okay.
I wish he was here in town. I would have him on, but he's probably too big to come on now.
Ah.
He's crushing YouTube. But yeah, he's like the sweetest guy you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
And he would give you the shirt off his fucking back. What is this?
Gibson Go, 5K goal,
Yeah.
69,000.
Right. And he takes all that money and he does a lot of like free repairs for people, but I love this guy. He is my fucking hero, and he's my favorite person to watch on social media.
That's awesome.
I don't want to watch politics. I don't want to talk about fucking
Whether we landed on the moon or not.
that or like
yeah.
scientists bringing back the woolly mammoth. I don't give a shit. He's more important. So
I like that.
yeah, go follow him, and if you
Matthew
can
Parker.
yeah, Matthew Parker. If you want to donate to his page or his thing or whatever, but his social media, he's hit over. He's crushing social media, so he's being paid by social media.
Nice.
So he's basically that pays for his life.
Mm-hmm.
That's his income, and the donation page is for like the work that he does. He gives away cars. I mean, and of course, since he's a mechanic. He goes over them 100%.
Yeah, fixes
everything,
them
make sure
up,
everything's perfect, and then he'll give them away. And he just drive around and find homeless people, and be like, "You have a driver's license?" And they're like, "Yeah, I got a driver's license. Is it valid?" Yeah, it's up to date. Just living on the street, and had to get rid of my car. It got repossessed. Whatever. He's like, "Well, here, have a car. Now you're not on the street." And he's turned people's lives around, bro.
Wow.
Like just being nice.
See, if we could get like one of those in every major city,
Could you imagine?
and then, you just follow everybody in that major city, just follows that one guy, and $5 maybe every month, you just kick it to him, and then
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's not he's not out here doing it to be a millionaire. He's literally he's got a huge heart. And he's the type of person I think we should be looking to as role models versus like, the fucking Kardashians or anyone of that stature. Like actors, I don't really care about that. I don't give a fuck what an actor has to say. I care about what this guy has to say. First of all, he's got a skill. And he's very fucking good at it. I've watched him diagnose and fix cars that were like, this like a lady will say like, "Hey, I've had this mechanic out here 4 times. He keeps fixing new shit. I've spent over $2,000 and my car still won't fucking run." And he'll go over there and like fix it.
boom.
Or he'll be like, "Oh, you need a new motor. That's why." And he'll take it apart and show them. Your lifters are completely broken, like all your rods are bent. Your car is not ever going to work with this engine. You need a new engine. Don't worry about it. I've got one.
Wow.
Like I got you, boo.
Yeah.
And now he can do that. Now he can do that.
Really do that.
Yeah, but and he's been taken advantage of a couple of times. There was a guy, he was going to replace his engine for him. He found an engine for him, and he brought it. He bought a fucking an engine hoist. And at the day he bought the engine hoist and put the engine in the hoist into his truck, and then he went out there. The guy calls him and goes, "Hey man, somebody took all my tires and busted out all my windows and da da da." Come to find out, the guy that he was like gonna give him this shit, he sold the engine that he bought. He sold the winch that he brought, and he sold everything. He sold it all, and then he was like, kind of pissed, and he made a video about it. He's like, "I'm a little pissed." He's like, but it was so funny because like his like really angry. He's like, I'm kind of pissed.
Yeah.
You know, and the guy, he's like, yeah, all right, man, I'll level you. We've been running on some hard times, and I saw it as an opportunity to make some quick money, and da-da-da-da-da. He's like, you should have led with that, bro. He's like,
Yeah.
I could have helped you. I could have helped you with your money problem. You know, I have all these people that donate money. And whenever he made the first video, people were like, their hearts opened up.
Yeah.
And so did their wallets. So they donated specifically for that guy. And, you know, to get that engine. It was a $10,000 engine he bought, you know, and like an $800, you know, motor hoist.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, there's bad people that will take advantage of good people. But, you know, he's learned his lesson. But like I said, out of all the creators on this planet right now, he's my favorite to watch.
Nice.
I can watch his fucking videos all day long. And I will. You know, I love seeing someone that have like a technical ability. You know, you have a real skill. You know, and he has a real skill to fix these cars. You know, and I like I said, it brings joy to me.
Nice.
Yeah. So
That's
like
awesome.
I want you to get a GoPro and strap it to your forehead when you're fixing AC units. That's what he does. He wears a fucking GoPro on his head and he fixes the.
Let's get one of those new what are the Ray-Ban glasses?
Ray-Ban glasses. You could do that too, but like I mean, might get in the way. So would the GoPro, but like
Yeah.
I mean, you know, but I think not for views, but like showing people that like, hey, having a skill is important. I think so many people want to be doing this for a living.
Yeah.
They want to be an influencer. They want to be, you know, but they don't know what to do. They don't know how to get there. But it's like this guy he just started out with a skill and a video camera.
Just commit to using your hands.
Yeah, he
your
wasn't
brain.
even good at making videos in the beginning. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, they sucked. You know, then he kind of learned how to edit them together and stuff,
Yeah.
and it just people like watching that stuff. And then you know when they realize who you are as a person, they're like, oh my god, I love this dude.
Yeah.
You know, and that's like I said, I will watch that all day long. And if you have a skill that and you're like that's what you do, like the guys that go around, like you know, there's a guy that goes around and giving people haircuts. You know, he'll just go up to a homeless person or something and be like, hey, you want a haircut? And he has a chair, he sets it up, you know, and puts a little thing on them, and he cuts their hair. And while he's doing it, he asks them their life story and like how did they get there and what, you know, all you learn a lot from that. You learn from their mistakes. You learn from you name it. But I mean, I love that shit. I love it. Plus, I love fucking lawn mowing videos. I love that shit. I can watch those fuckers all day. You know, now you can do 10 minutes on fucking TikTok. So,
oh wow,
yeah, you can do up to
Damn.
10 minutes. Yeah, I never thought about putting out a 10-minute video on TikTok, but
maybe one day.
maybe one day. I never thought that I would be streaming live to YouTube.
True.
I never thought that I would upload anything to YouTube. I didn't think I was that guy. I thought that you had to be a specially picked person. You know, you had to be chosen by the gods to be a YouTube influencer. I hate that word, by the way, but
influencer.
if you're going to be influenced by anybody, go watch Matthew Parker. But also, while you're on YouTube, follow us. Subscribe to this channel. If you like this podcast, this is not... I will say, if you made it this far, folks, thank you for listening and thank you for watching. I know it's really tedious to watch a long-form podcast about nothing, but most of the time, this podcast is not like this. But every now and then, we have to take a break from guests and just recalibrate with each other and just kind of, you know, I want to know what he's thinking about, and I always have too much shit on my mind. You know, so hence the reason I can't shut the fuck up. But we just love podcasting. We love talking to people. So, you know, most of our podcasts, if you go back, you'll see in the thumbnails, you'll see that we were interviewing someone, whether it be an entrepreneur or an artist or, you know, what have you, a photographer or anything. We'll talk to anybody. It's very local, so we are Jacksonville based, and it is very local because I don't have a revenue stream for this podcast, so I can't just like fly people from other states or other countries into Jacksonville and talk to them. It's not even on the books right now, so it's going to be very local. But if you've ever wanted to know about Jacksonville and the people that live in it, there's some really cool people that live out here, and they're doing some really amazing things. And we like to try and talk to as many of them as we can. So, and sometimes we just get together with our buddies and we just bullshit like this. So if you enjoyed this conversation thus far, please subscribe and go watch some of our other stuff. Clip it out, do whatever you want, share it, comment on it, whatever you want to do. I don't care. I love all the interaction, but and we are on Instagram as well. It's the Graybeard Podcast on Instagram, and on TikTok it's Graybeard Productions, not productions. I don't know, that was like a speech impediment thing, but so go follow us on all the little social medias. We appreciate it. The more people, obviously you guys know how social media works to this point. The more people we get watching us and the more people we get subscribed to us, the further our message will go out, the further our our conversations will reach public people in the public. And coffee's starting to run dry right now. But yeah, the more eyeballs we can get, the better. And then we can maybe start doing what old Matt Parker's doing and get monetized, so I can quit my job and do like 5 of these a week. Be awesome if we could get me and Pat to do this full time. I'd love that.
Get me out of the attic.
Yeah, we need to get him out of the attic. Hey man, that GoPro on your forehead could get you out of the attic. You never know. People
Maybe
like
I'll look
that.
into it.
Mm. All right, guys, we love you so much. I do love you, and I know Patrick feels the same sentiment. But we appreciate, even if you only watch for like 5 seconds, we appreciate that. But go comment. Make sure you comment, share it, like it, do all the things. And we will see you next week. I love you. See you.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.